New York and Miami are often spoken of as opposites: cold versus warm, concrete versus coastline, work versus pleasure. But this story is not about weather, and it's not about beaches. Because beneath the skyline, beyond the stereotypes, Miami and New York represent two completely different ideas of what a city should be. One was built to concentrate power, the other was built to escape it. One rewards endurance, the other rewards presence. And while New York forces you to adapt to it, Miami quietly adapts to you. This is the story of why Miami is the anti-New York. Asterisk to cities. Two purposes. Asterisk New York was never meant to be beautiful. It was meant to be efficient. From its earliest days, New York was a machine, a port city designed to move goods, capital, and people at maximum speed. Every decision, from its street grid to its vertical architecture, was optimized for density. Miami, on the other hand, was never meant to work. It was meant to sell an idea. Miami was marketed before it was built, a fantasy of palm trees, sunshine, and escape. While New York emerged organically through trade and industry, Miami was engineered as a lifestyle product, and that single difference explains almost everything. Asterisk, the grid vs the coast. Asterisk New York's grid is ruthless. Straight lines, uniform blocks, predictable movement. The grid doesn't care who you are. It forces millions of people into shared friction. This creates energy, but also pressure. Miami has no such discipline. Its roads curved with the coastline. Neighborhoods bleed into one another. There is no dominant center, only clusters. Miami doesn't compress people. It disperses them. In New York, space is conquered vertically. In Miami, space is negotiated horizontally. And that changes how people live. Time moves differently here in New York. Time is currency. Every minute has value. Every delay feels expensive. The city trains you to move faster, speak sharper, think ahead. Miami does the opposite. Time stretches. Lunch becomes 2 hours. Conversations drift. Deadlines soften. In New York, you ask, what do you do? In Miami, you ask, how's life? One city monetizes urgency, the other normalizes leisure. Who the city is for? New York is built for institutions, banks, media, law, finance, culture, factories. You come to New York to climb something. Miami is built for individuals, entrepreneurs, creators, immigrants, exiles, people starting over. You come to Miami to be something new. York demands credentials. Miami accepts ambition. Immigration shapes everything new. York is America's immigrant archive. Generations stack on top of each other. Old money collides with new arrivals. Miami is America's immigrant frontier. Cuban exiles, Latin American elites, Caribbean communities. Many didn't come chasing the American dream, they came escaping something else. This creates a city that feels international before it feels American. Miami doesn't ask you to assimilate, it asks you to participate. Language as power. In New York, English dominates. Other languages exist, but English rules the system. In Miami, Spanish is not secondary, it is structural. Entire industries operate by politics, real estate, business, all shaped by dual language power. This creates a city less tied to national identity and more tied to global networks. Miami is not trying to be American, it is trying to be connected. Money feels different. New York money is old, institutional, layered. You rarely see it, but you feel it. Miami money is visible. Cars, clothes, buildings, parties. In New York, wealth hides behind walls. In Miami, wealth performs. One city values legacy, the other values liquidity. This changes risk behavior. New York teaches caution. Miami encourages boldness. The real estate philosophy. New York real estate is scarcity. Limited land, strict zoning, extreme competition. Every square foot is fought over. Miami real estate is speculation, oceanfront vulnerability, rapid development, boom and bust cycles. New York builds to last. Miami builds to attract. One city protects value. the other chases it. Climate as destiny. New York fights nature. Cold winters, harsh weather, concrete insulation. Miami submits to nature. Heat, humidity, hurricanes. This creates different mindsets. New Yorkers build defenses. Miami residents build acceptance. One city believes it can control the environment. The other knows it cannot. Nightlife vs. night work. New York works at night. Offices stay lit. Emails keep flowing. Deals close after midnight. Miami performs at night. Clubs, events, social rituals. In New York, nights are productive. In Miami, nights are expressive. Transportation tells the truth. New York belongs to pedestrians, subways, sidewalks, crowds. Miami belongs to cars, highways, isolation, private movement. New York forces interaction. Miami allows avoidance. This shapes social behavior. Asterisk social stratification. Asterisk New York separates vertically. Penthouse versus basement. Upstairs versus downstairs. Miami separates horizontally. Gated communities, private islands, distance as privilege. In New York, wealth is layered. In Miami, wealth is insulated. Culture vs aesthetics. New York produces culture. Art movements, music scenes, literary history. Miami curates aesthetics, visual identity, fashion, lifestyle branding. New York invents. Miami packages, politics and power. New York leans institutional, unions, media, bureaucracy. Miami leans personal networks, relationships, influence. Power in New York is formal. Power in Miami is informal. Failure feels different in New York. Failure is public. You fall behind. You disappear. In Miami, failure is private. You reset. You reinvent. Miami allows comebacks. New York demands resilience. The pandemic shift when the world paused. New York suffered. Density became danger. Silence replaced energy. Miami thrived. Open spaces, warm weather, freedom narrative. This accelerated migration. Tech workers, investors, creators. Miami didn't change. The world did. Asterisk, is Miami the future? Asterisk, Miami feels modern. Remote work, friendly, lifestyle driven, global, but it is fragile. Rising seas, infrastructure strain, economic volatility. New York feels heavy, but it is resilient. Institutions endure. One city bets on momentum, the other bets on permanence. What each city teaches us, New York teaches discipline, structure, endurance, merit through suffering. Miami teaches adaptability. Networking, reinvention, life as experience. Neither is better. They are opposites. The real truth. Miami is not trying to replace New York. It is trying to reject it. Reject the grind. Reject the hierarchy. Reject the cold logic of efficiency. New York says, earn your place. Miami says, create your own. And that is why Miami is the anti-New York. Cities are not just places. They are philosophies. And when you choose a city, you are choosing a belief system. This has been Atlas Explained. If you enjoyed this breakdown of cities and the forces that shape them, subscribe for more documentaries about the world we live in. Because every place tells a story if you know how to read it.